freedom. And if you bear his name, we'll sing the song forever to the Lamb. We'll sing the song forever and amen. And the angels cry, holy. Hey, what's going on? I'm the Introverted Christian, and today we're going to be learning how to play Holy Forever. You might know this song by Chris Tomlin. And today we're going to be learning how to play. We're going to break down every single part, every single verse, chorus, pre-chorus. We're going to break down the chords, and I'm also going to provide to you guys the chord sheet completely for free. You don't have to pay anything. Because I believe that this is a ministry that the Lord has given me a talent for, and he is just telling me to give it all back. Because, you know, ministry should be free. There should be no payment barrier between God and human. You should just be able to go straight to him. And so I believe that the Lord has told me not to charge anybody anything for this. So go in the description. You're going to find the chord sheet there, and you can follow right along with me. So I'm going to be playing this in the key of A. So that means I'm going to be capoed on the 2nd fret playing G chords. You can also play it in the key of A without the capo, right? Playing A chords. But I'm going to be doing it capo 2, playing G chords. Now, if you don't know the terminology and all that, that's completely okay. Just follow exactly what I'm doing, and you're going to be okay. All right, so we have an intro part. If you're looking at your chord sheet, there is an intro part right there. And this song is in 4/4, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you see in that intro part, it says C and then 2. So that means we're going to play C for 2 measures. Ready? So it's going to go 1, 2. All right? And then we're going to switch to E minor. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then D for 4 beats. Not measures, sorry, beats. Then we're going to play D for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, E minor, 2, D, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's your intro. So here it goes. Ready? That's the intro. Now we're going to go into the verse. So the first chord that we have is a G chord. And also I'm going to put up the chords. I'm going to put the chords on the screen. They'll be somewhere. I'm not sure where, but they'll be somewhere up there. So now we got a G chord. So now we're going to play 1,000 generations, right? And then we got C. So you could play C a couple of different ways. You can play a C like this, an open chord C, which is, you know, the way people usually play it. You can play a G chord and move your middle finger and your index finger down each one string, and then you got a beautiful C add 9. Or if you're really fancy, you could play this C, but that's a little bit more advanced. Anyways, you're gonna play C. You're gonna play G for 1,000 generations, falling down in worship to sing the song of ages to the Lamb. And all who've gone before us, and all who will believe, will sing the song of ages to the Lamb. So that's the verse. Now we're going to go into the pre-chorus. So it goes like this. Ready? Your name is the highest. All right, so right there we got a little chord transition. We're going to go, your name is the highest, your name. So it's a little bit syncopated with what you're singing, but after you get a little bit of practice, you'll be able to get that down. So this is what it should sound like. Ready? Your name is the highest, your name. Yeah, you see that? So it's your name is the highest, your name is the greatest, and your name stands above them all. And all thrones and dominions, all power. So right there we had the same thing. We had the chord transition. We had the all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions, in your name it stands above them all. So right there we had an A minor 7. So it's an A minor shape, but without your ring finger. So you're going to be lifting your ring finger, and then that G string is just going to be ringing open. So you're going to go from this to this. Really nice chord. I love the A minor 7 chord. It's right up there along with B minor 7. I just love the sound of those 7 chords. They're just so nice about them. Now we're going to go into the chorus. So it's, and the angels cry, holy. So we kind of got a similar chord change right there than what we were having with the pre-chorus, where you're switching to that A minor really quickly for like one beat. And it's really easy if you just play. So you can go from C to D to E minor to D like this. But what I like to do more is to play my C like this, go into your E minor like this to E minor 7, and then to a D. So what you're doing is that ring finger right there isn't ever really moving. You're kind of keeping this position the entire time. And it's just easier for beginners to pick up and play it like that. So I'll play it again. Ready? Oh, and the angels cry, holy, and all creation cries, holy, and you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. So right there, right at the end where we're singing that holy forever, he does a G, and we have to go to a G sus to that. So this is probably the trickiest part of the entire song, in my opinion, where you're playing a G like this, and then you have to get that sus in there, which is this C note right here. But if you're playing a G like this, I don't have a finger that goes over there. So I have to switch it up and play it like this, where my ring finger is on top of that 6th string on the 3rd fret. And then my index finger can come back here and play this 2nd string on the 1st fret. And then you go from a G chord to a G sus chord. So you get that nice little chord embellishment that you hear on the recording version. So you go holy forever, and then we're going to go into verse 2. Ready? If you've been forgiven, and if you've been redeemed, let's sing the song of ever to the Lamb. I messed up the lyrics, it's okay. Walk in freedom, and if you bear his name, sing the song forever to the Lamb. We'll sing the song forever and amen, and the angels cry, holy, and all creation cries, holy, and you are lifted high, right? Holy, holy forever. And then chorus 2. Hear people sing, holy. Sorry, right there I messed it up a little bit. So it's hear your people sing, and the holy, into the King of Kings. Holy, and you will always be. There's that G, there's that holy forever part again, where we're going into the G and then the G sus. So it's right at the end of the choruses. You got the holy forever. And then it goes back into the pre-chorus. It goes, your name is the highest. Your name is the greatest. And your name stands above them all. In all thrones and dominions and all powers and positions, in your name it stands above them all. And then the angels cry, holy. And then you could really, like, if you want to keep playing that song, if you want to keep playing those parts over and over and over again, if you're leading the song in church, just remember to call it out. Calling out music when you're leading it during worship is so important, because if you have background singers, like for example, at my church, we don't have in-ear monitors. Like, we're a really small church and we don't have the money for in-ear monitors, so we just can't afford it, so we just don't use it. So what the worship leader does is, if you're singing and playing at the same time, it's a little bit tougher, but if you're just singing it, you have to make sure that you call out the next line before you go to it, so the rest of the band can follow you. So for example, right, if I'm singing the end of the pre-chorus, right, your name stands above them all. Your name, and your name is the highest. Your name, right? I said your name or something like that, to let the band know where you're going. And it's not just for the band as well, it's also for the rest of the congregation, so they can follow you. You're a worship leader, and you're not just leading your band, but you're also leading the people that you're leading into the presence of God. And that's one of the most humbling positions that you can ever be in as a Christian. You're serving God, you're just serving the Lord, and it's just so good. But you want to make sure that you're being clear as to where you're leading the people, because they also want to, be singing the song along with you. But this is Holy Forever. Hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial. Again, like I said, the chord sheet is going to be in the description. It's going to be completely free. Just download it, have it to your side, print it out if you can, have it on your phone as you're listening to the video, looking at the chords, following along, and have fun. Worship leading is a great thing. Learning and playing, I just love sitting here and playing the song and singing to the Lord by myself. It's just one of the most glorious things. So have fun. Let me know what song you want to hear next. And until next time.